It's your man Jay Graves Report, and welcome to the Class 4A State Championship Preview, presented by your good neighbor State Farm agent Ravi R. Murray, located 3955 Eagle Creek Parkway, Indianapolis, or hit your boy up at 317-297-3804 so you can holler at your boy. Now, we've had the whole season come down to this foolishness this weekend. We got an all-mix state championship ball game. We got No.3 Carmel coming in to play No.1 Warren Central. Now, let's go back to last week. We had Carmel going up to West Lafayette to run into South Bend Riley, who's undefeated. Boys been talking all this trash about how they playing basketball everywhere else in the state, but they underestimated the Mick. Carmel went out there and beat the brakes off these boys. How do you show up undefeated, say you've been playing legitimate competition all season long, and get drugged by a boy with 7 losses? They didn't just get beat, bruh. They got drugged. Now, you got to give props to Carmel. Carmel been playing great basketball all season long. Let's just get into it. Yeah, they got 7 losses, but they got 7 good losses. They ain't just run out there and get beat by some duds that couldn't play. But think about it. They got beat by Zionsville. They got beat by Fishers. Okay, they shouldn't have got beat by Fishers, but then they lost to New Albany. I saw them play New Albany back in mid-December. They were the only team to actually put a hand and a body and a face on Romeo Langford, held him to 19 points. He couldn't get a rhythm at all. That ball game right there told me, even though they lost that ball game, told me that Carmel was the real deal. They could play defense. They could put a body on a boy. And they scrappy as all outdoors on defense. And we got to give all props to my man, John Michael Malloy, leading these boys with 27 points a game. But we'll talk about him in a minute. But that ball game told me that Carmel is not playing. Then they lost to Cathedral, who was a great team, Pike, HSC, and then the last ball game they lost, ironically enough, they lost a 1-point game, 55-56 or 65-60, yeah, 65-66 to Warren Central back in February. So now they haven't lost a ball game since, and they peaking at the right time, rolling. But on the other side of the ball, you got No.1 Warren Central, 31-0, went down to Seymour last weekend, beat the Golden Child at the buzzer. Hey, what did I tell you last week in the doggone preview? I said the X factor in this ball game is going to be David Bell. He can jump out the gym. He's more athletic than anybody's going to be on the floor at any given time, including Romeo Langford. He went out there, put in work, did what he needed to do, scored 17 points, and hit the game win on a boy. Now, you got to understand that these cats are battle-tested. Both these teams are battle-tested. But most importantly, Warren Central is battle-tested. 31-0. They got Antoine Cushenberry running the point. Hey, and a lot of cats don't talk about this kid, but he's a pit bull. He's the motor that makes everything go over at Warren. Then you got Dean Tate, can shoot the lights out the gym. Now, they got both of them listed at 5'8". These duns ain't 5'8". I'm 5'7", and I'm looking down on them. Matter of fact, I'm 5'6.5". Hey, but they play like they 6'3", 6'3.5". Crazy motor, crazy, and let's keep this real. I've been saying this all year. One thing I love about Romeo Langford's game is he got the DNA to play the game. But I always say he needs to eat a little bit more gunpowder, put some dog in his game. These cats right here got dog in the game. David Bell got dog in the game. That's why he came out at the end of that ball game, hit the shot to win it, take him to the next spot. Then you got Jesse Bingham putting in work. Jacoby Robinson putting in work. And then we got my man Joe Rush coming out the bushes. Now, if you keep up with the Jay Graves Report, coming out the bushes mean he coming off the bench. And he ain't playing when he come off the bench. He attacking boys right off the bench. So, now, What we looking at? We looking at Mick versus Mick. Who will win this ball game? At the end of the day, Carmel is playing with house money. My man John Michael Malloy, 6'9", averaging 27 points a game. Eddie Gill putting in work. Andrew Owens averaging 14 points a game. And Luke Hayden averaging 13 points a game. They got him on size in the paint. Can Malloy exploit these boys in the paint? Or will these duns over here on the far east side keep using their athleticism and their quickness? Because like I've been saying it all year, they got a team full of athletes first. And they play together. They hungry as all outdoors. And they eat gunpowder. So at the end of the day, who am I going with? I'm going with Warren Central to win the Class 4A state title. It's your man Jay Graves report. Now, they can set that trophy right next to the girls' Class 4A title because they deserve this championship. What they've gone through over at Warren Central last spring with the kids being killed and all the foolishness that was going on, they deserve to win and be in the position they've in because they've endured. They didn't give up. They gave everything that they had. The teachers, the administrators, the coaches, the parents, the community did not give up. And that's why I say these guys aren't going to be beat. They can't be beat because they've cracked the code on what it takes to win, to what it takes to persevere, to what it takes to be resilient. Hey, Warren Central all day long. So if you coming in the building, represent Warren Central because they going to win the Class 4A state championship. It's your man, Jay Graves Report from the JGravesReport.com. Or you can hit me up on Twitter at JGravesReport so you can holler at your boy. And also remember that this segment is presented by your good neighbor, State Farm agent, Ravi R. Murray, located 3955 Eagle Creek Parkway, Indianapolis, or hit your boy up at 317-297-3804 so you can holler at your boy.